Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a bloom update for the month of April. I started flushing my collection on one of my shelves over here, and I decided if I have the energy while I'm flushing, I'm just going to knock out the repots, especially if they're easy, if they need it. So I did this shelf over here. The top and some of the bottoms. Some of those orchids still need to get done, but I spent 2 hours on them. Some of them really needed it. There were Phalaenopsis that were in moss for 2 years and I didn't want the moss to break down, and some were outgrowing their pots. And I had this little seedling that I got last year that I put in a slightly bigger pot. This one is the Cattelya Interglossa by the Cattelya Intermedia. I got it from my friend Ray a year ago, last May. He gave it to me as a small seedling. He's given me so many orchids in my collection, including the Intermedia with the Pradit spot, and that one started a little bit smaller than this, and now it's quite big and blooming all the time. But I'm really looking forward to it, and I have a lot of seedlings that they start very small and then they get way bigger, so they take up a lot of real estate. So that's why I haven't really gotten any more orchids. I'm just trying to take care of what I have very well, and the more you have, the less focus you could put on everything. And I still feel like my collection overwhelms me a little bit, but it's not too bad. Sometimes less is more, but I still enjoy my collection, and I feel like I'm at my upper limit. Any more, I'll probably be stressed out. Now I'm fine, I can handle it okay, but the blooms are still very much worth it to me, and they bring me a lot of joy. But there's a lot I'm looking forward to. So this one I'm looking forward to, the Interglossa by the Cattelya Intermedia. That's going to be a very beautiful flower. There's a couple of others that I'm also looking forward to. So I got this from a friend, Tim from Utah, and this one is the Cattelya Caribbean Orange Bowl. I got this in August of 2024, and it's outgrowing the pot a bit, and I gotta get in a larger pot, which I'll take care of once I get to that shelf. But I'm hoping it blooms very soon. It's supposed to have a really, really nice fragrance. We have a couple of sheaths that have something in them. I'm not sure if it's another sheath. I have some orchids that just put a sheath inside of a sheath, but we'll see. But I'd love for this growth over here to bloom, and this one to possibly give me a bloom, and maybe here, but we have a lot of sheaths. I'm looking forward to this. I have a Cattelya Mareeba Tiger Coerulea, which I'm also really looking forward to. That one has gotten taller and taller. I have it on one of my bottom shelves, but I'm thinking it's gonna bloom this year because it's getting way bigger. And I grow mostly Cattelyas. I have a good amount of Phalaenopsis, and I have a few Vandas as well, but 80% of my collection is a Cattelya orchid, and I have so many that I got in 2021, 2022 that it hasn't bloomed yet. So I feel like this is gonna be the year. You have to have a lot of patience for Cattelya orchids. I got a lot of them from Sunset Valley Orchids. I'm still waiting, but that is what makes growing so many so rewarding. When I see something new, it's exciting, they smell good, and I can't wait to see them. And I'm going to show you the blooms I have for the month. I don't have a ton, but some of the things that you've seen already. I have some in bud that you maybe have seen once that are pretty newer to my collection, like I have a Coerulea in bud that I'll show you. But I'm also very happy for my Neophonetia Falcata. This is such a really good smelling orchid. It's the samurai orchid. It has such a wonderful fragrance, and at night it smells so, so, so good. This one I really enjoy. It's very strong. The flowers are understated, but I'm always happy to see this bloom. And I find that this is very easy to take care of. Like, you don't really need to do much. I have like almost 10 Vandas, mini Vandas, and this one, it's now known as the Vanda Falcata. It was a Neophonetia type, but these are very easy indoors. They don't care about being hot all the time like some of the Vandas. This one's okay in cooler temperatures. It does a little bit better, in my opinion, with drought. I water it, let it dry, water it again, and it does really well. And this one just smells so good. So I'm just so happy to see it bloom this month. I have my pink Lucnery that was blooming last month. That faded. I still left the buds on the shelves, but I sometimes don't have the time to take care of everything right when everything fades. So I do have a little bit of a mess sometimes on the shelves, but every month I try to go through all my shelves, clean it up, trim off any dead spikes and that sort of thing. But I'm gonna show you everything in bloom. I'm excited for the year. I think I'm gonna get a lot of new things that I haven't seen before. That really makes growing such a large collection worth it. With that being said, let me take you around the whole collection so you can see what's going on, and I'm gonna show you the blooms. All right, let's get started. I'll show you the very first shelf. We have this shelf completely repotted. That's my Gatton Sunray, which you guys know is my largest orchid in this collection. Dendrobium kingianum is blooming. That is from my friend Emmanuel. I loved it. It smelled so rosy. And then this beautiful orchid is a kingianum hybrid. I'm not sure if it's the delicatum or berryota or a different one. So many people have sent me different names for it. But it started blooming and it has not stopped. I've been very, very happy with this one. So I tidied it up a little bit. I repotted this one over here. This one is a Cattelya. This is the label for it. I repotted it. This is from my friend Gris. So that one I'm looking forward to. I have another Kingianum alba in the back that I'm looking forward to. But this shelf is looking good. I also repotted some stuff on this shelf over here. This one is one of the Tetraspis orchids. So this one I repotted. This one is Sogo Vivian. I'm going to a wedding this weekend, so I think with these spikes, I think I'm gonna cut them off and wear them in my hair. I'm looking forward to it. It's been in bloom for a few months, and I love doing that with my orchids. I'm gonna do something nice, so I'm gonna sacrifice the spikes since I've had them for so long, but that one has been blooming really nicely, and I actually repotted it very gently. I didn't have many dead roots at all, but I'm gonna just cut off these spikes. It's gonna be nice for the weekend. We have Giajo's Pink Girl over here, which is still blooming. We have Phalaenopsis bastianii. I got this from Stefan Van Kampen Lewis. It's growing really nicely. We swapped keikis actually. I gave him a Tetraspis C1 and he sent me the bastianii. It's growing beautifully. I repotted it. So let's see if we can get some blooms later in the year, but really nice root growth so far. We have Tetraspis C1 down here, which has also been repotted. And I gotta repot that one. That is Caulocatlia Ethel's Paradise. I just need to get larger pots. I repot so often, it's getting a little frustrating. We have a couple of other Phalaenopsis down here. This one is LD Bear's King, which is pushing a bud, so that one will be ready next month. And then over here we have LC Trick or Treat, Mas Naranja. It's a very, very beautiful orange color. I really like that one. And then we have Morning Glory over here. And this one is my Iwanagara Apple Blossom. It blooms once a year, but again, these are outgrowing their pots so quickly. So I repotted it last year. I removed the back bulbs, but look, it's like, I'm either gonna have to decide on getting bigger pots or dividing the back bulbs more, but you guys let me know what you think. But some of them are quite big. By contrast, this one is my Cattelya Hamana Egret. This one is little. It has a very tight growth pattern. I'm gonna divide it in 2 or 3 and share with some friends, but this one is nice and small with a tight growth habit. And what's amazing about this orchid is that it has a parent, the Cattelya dubiosa. This one is dubiosa by the Cattelya valkyriana. This bloom lasts for 6 weeks, which is incredible. And it blooms quite often. And it smells amazing. It smells like cinnamon and rose, and I just find it so wonderful. This one is one of my favorite orchids. Small, highly fragrant. It's just beautiful. And the best thing is that the blooms last such a very long time. This one I've had for a few years and it hasn't bloomed yet. It grows slower. This is the ID, so we'll see what that comes out like. I've had it for like 3 years. It's one of those SVO hybrids. Let's see, we have the Glauca in the back. That one I got as an import. You can't see it too well back there. There we go. It's starting to grow well, but it was an import that was set back with really bad roots. So I hope to be able to get it nice and healthy very soon. Here's the Vanda Falcata. Back there, those are the spent blooms that I was talking about with loose neri. I haven't removed them yet, but I will. Down here we have more orchids, but some Cattleya's. Not much going on down here, and some phals that I'm gonna just leave for now. And I have that fence because of Zoe. We got the Hoyas, which are quite unruly and messy, so I need to spend some time. I need to give these shelves maybe an hour or two to tidy them up. They're so messy because they bloom a lot, they vine a lot, and I mean, they smell really good, so I can't complain. This one's Croniana. This one is Cumingiana back there. That one grows quite vigorously. This one is the Carnosa Crimson Princess, I believe. Here's Carnosa Crimson Queen. Finlaysonii is in the back with the dinosaur leaves back here. So many good ones. This one is Hoya Rangsan. It bloomed quite a lot actually, and it faded. I just can't keep up with the blooms. That's a me problem. But that one has such beautiful variegated leaves. I need to repot some of this stuff. I need to make sure I'm checking the root systems, making sure there's no mealybugs. These are mealybug magnets. We have a Zygopedilum here that I hope to see bloom. It usually blooms around this time of year. Some Cattelya's, nothing crazy. My jewel orchid is back here. I need to also repot it. It's getting rambly and I owe my mom a piece. She's been wanting a piece of that one, so I want to chop it up a bit, but that's this first shelf. And then we have a couple of other Hoyas and some other things up there. Now moving on to this shelf over here, I don't even know where to get started, but it's so unruly. We have the Pauella spots over here. I don't know what to do with it, but I think I'm just gonna chop it up right here because we have a new growth in the pot and out of the pot. I'm gonna give that one to my mom. Just a lot of like Richard Mueller hybrids. I have them tied up, but I need to repot and tidy some of them. We have Hawaiian Leopard Mei Ling over here. That one is about to bloom. We have some buds up there. I'm probably gonna get it off the shelf so it's not so close to the light. And then we have some repots to do. So this one is Aussie Sunset by LC Tropical Aurora. That one is outgrowing the pot, so I'm gonna get to that one in the next few weeks. Divide that. And then here is the Coerulea orchid that's in bloom. Let me get you a better view. That one is beautiful. I'll put the ID for you guys on the bottom. I can't wait to see that. And then as we go down here, we have Jonathan's Glory Dark Joy. Paula gave me a piece of this one. That one bloomed a few times already. But you guys know the Australian dendrobiums, they are spider mite magnets, so I'm always on top of them, treating them. You guys know that the Digbyana, I'm always wanting it to bloom, so we'll see. It's growing really well. But I have a lot of dendrobiums here. That one is dead, so I gotta get rid of it. It's an Intermedia hybrid. And then my little stars over here. It's doing great. So I repotted this with you guys in August, and it was very unruly by the time I repotted it. And it's blooming. It's probably the third time it bloomed, but it established very well in that pot despite me ripping out so many roots. Look at it. It's already outgrowing the pot a little bit. The roots are coming out. I had to cut that pot up. I was so sad about it because I didn't want to ruin that pot, but this is growing well. I recommend Brassavola nodosa and their hybrids to everyone because they're so vigorous. This one I have to repot. This one had beautiful blooms last month. I'm gonna give a piece back to Ray. So again, I got this one as a very small seedling, and look at it now, 5 years later, it's huge. So that's why it gets a little overwhelming, but I think this one is gonna give me blooms again, so we'll see. I'm gonna make a call to divide it very soon, but I wanna give Ray a piece back since he was the one who gave it to me. And this was so beautiful. And I finally got the green light to register this orchid, so I'm gonna think about what names to give it. But the nursery that created it was Mean Nursery. I'll put the name down below. A lot of you guys are asking me about this orchid, but they gave me the green light, so I'll see if I put their contact info down below in case you guys want to track down some more. But this one is so beautiful. And then we have a mess of more Cattelyas down here. We have the Patinera Hawaiian Charisma Hawaii right here. That one is so beautiful. That's such a beautiful orchid. It smells like lemon sorbet. We have more buds coming right here. It's just so pretty. That one isn't too impressive, but we're gonna get way more in the other growths. It smells so good. Here is Mareeba Tiger Coerulea. I cannot wait to see that one. It hasn't bloomed yet. And Cattelya Greensleves. It only bloomed for me once, but it's time to repot that one. I think I'm just gonna get slightly bigger pots and call it a day. But this is what's going on in my collection so far. We got the keikis going as well. I'm gonna give that away, and I'm meeting up with some of my friends very soon, so they're gonna get lots of divisions from me very soon. So I look forward to seeing what's in store for May, and I really want to make sure some of these bloom, like this one. This one is the SLC Fire Fantasy by the SLC Memoria Evelyn Paquette. That one is supposed to be spotted with a pickety, so I cannot wait to see it. This one is my Encyclia Guatatam. That one bloomed last year. This should be blooming in the summer. Cannot wait to see it. Outgrowing the pot though, so I should probably get in a new one. But yeah, guys, that's my collection so far. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know which one was your favorite and what you're looking forward to as well. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye, everyone.